tell us how many migrant children are presently in U.S. custody?
I would refer you to the HHS. I don't have those numbers in front of me.
The website has not reported any data on this since January, and they're typically reported once a month. Want to know why that data is not there and if it's being kept somewhere else, if it'll be released to us.
As the data, that is something that comes from HHS, so I would have to refer you to them.
Will the administration be working to track that down? Because especially after the New York Times report that HHS lost contact with 85,000 children over the course of the last 2 years and lost immediate contact with a third of migrant children, that data not being there is alarming.
I expect the HHS to provide that data. That is something that they would have for you to share with you. I just don't have that data right at this time.
On the ruling in Florida last night against these releases and the Biden administration's statement in that legal filing that 45,000 individuals are going to be in custody by the end of this month if we're not able to go forward with this process of releases. What's the backup plan now?
So let me just say on the ruling that you just laid out to me. So look, the way we see that, it's sabotage. It's pure and simple. That's how that reads to us. The claims that CBP is allowing or encouraging mass release of migrants and is just categorically false. That is not what's occurring. That is not what's happening. And it is a harmful ruling, and the Department of Justice is going to fight it. Just last night, ICE announced that it is adding thousands more beds, but look, Republican elected officials continue to play games here. They continue to have political stunts.
You just described the ruling as from last night as sabotage, pure and simple, but it does change how the administration potentially handles the situation on the southern border for at least the next 14 days. So what changes may or may not be made policy-wise on the southern border?
What I can say, look, I said this already, it's a harmful ruling. We're going to let the Department of Justice deal with this ruling. What we're going to do, and I just mentioned, ICE has announced adding thousands more beds.
The ruling came from the state of Florida. The governor there, Ron DeSantis, commented about it today. He said, maybe it will prompt some introspection in the Biden administration. I doubt it very seriously. What they're doing is a total disgrace, so thanks to Florida for stepping up.
The president put forth a proposal to fix this broken system. What we're seeing from Republican officials is completely shameful because it's political play. That's what we're seeing.
Precise, are you saying that the Florida Attorney General was attempting to sabotage your policy, or the Trump-appointed judge in Florida?
So here's what I'll say. I won't go into specific persons. Even before Title 42 lifted, the Attorney General of Florida filed suit to sabotage our effort to humanely and effectively manage the border. And so that's what we've been seeing from Republican officials over and over again for the past several months. Instead of trying to deal with an issue or talking to the federal government how to deal with an issue maybe in their state or in their city, they don't do that. They actually sabotage what we're trying to do. And I just laid out what we have been doing, what this president has been doing for the last 2 years, expanding legal pathways,